is that I spend more and more time into a job whereby they are not taking out my time, they are pretty much taking out my life. Because you only have 24 hours, so when you spend about 12 hours at work, okay, it means to say you don't even have time to talk to your loved one. Do you agree so?
Yeah.
Yeah, so but the time, that's only on myself. A lot of people don't know because when they look at outside of me, that I'm actually 20-something, 30-something, I'm actually quite successful. I earn good income, young in a management team, and then you earn US dollar, and then you're fun, right? You're cool, and you travel here and there, it looks cool, right? But as a matter of fact, there's something deep in my heart that I realized that I don't have really what we call happiness, because I was thinking like, why I actually spend more time with my maybe like 20 people in my company, a few cubicle, and then I'm not spending time with my loved one. Okay, so while I got to thank my sponsor Henry there, Henry Lim there, he gave me a very simple message in an MSN messenger, say that the time I was in Penang, and he said that you have no friend in Penang, yeah? Oh, just one sentence. He said, no friend in Penang, let me introduce some friend to you. So he introduced Willing to me in Penang. Which is, he said, the word is quite simple, the invitation, because they say, they are, this couple like you and your wife, professional, they are engineers, So okay, then I go and meet them up. And I also like to thank Willing because Willing actually persistently called me for 3 times. Okay, and then I FFK 2 times. Okay. And the 3rd time I went, and then I decided to start the business. Okay, so maybe I can share with you what I see that time when Willing actually tell me. First time in my life, not in the corporate in my life, that time people tell me that, hey, you are in the wrong quadrant of your life. I said, wow, this is a big thing, right? Because I was working as an employee, and then this is from Robert Kiyosaki. Robert Kiyosaki, ESBI, they're talking about there are 4 quadrants in your life. One is employed, the other is self-employed, big business, and investor. Okay, so when I look at this, it's like I hope that everybody can spend more time to go and read this book, but let me simply explain to you. They say 5% of the people, 95% of people are actually at these 2 quadrants, employed and self-employed, but they own only 5% of the wealth. Okay, but the other 2 quadrants, which is only 5% of the population, and actually owns about 95% of the wealth. So I was actually working very, very hard, and I was earning a very, I would say, a good income compared to my friends. But they tell me that I was wrong. So it's really like a wake-up call, and then they say that because these 2 group of people actually spend their time to exchange for money. Okay, but the wealthy people, they learn how to earn leverage money. Okay, so that's what I call people smart money. So do you want to be smart or not?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm going to smart in your life, right? So when I heard about it, I said, okay, it really is a different kind of thinking for me. It's a different perspective. So that's the reason why I wanted to change, because I was stuck in the position there whereby I already a GM, and I look at my boss, which is the owner, at 69 years old, he was running with me in Osaka. And he caught cold, and he had to stay in the hotel. And then when we go to the client, he still say, I still can go. So after a while, I said that if I were to work very hard, I'm going to be like him. So when I look at New Skin, it's really opportunity. That time when I look at that, it's like I have no other choice better than this. So, and when Willing actually shared with me on the concept of this, rather not only on the ESBI, but he also told me something that is quite relevant to me. He said that this is like a franchise model, but without headache. Because I was managing the Nike factory in the north, and we have quite a number of subcons. So the subcons is like my franchise. I actually take the order, I sell it to them, and I get some profit of it, and I wanted to actually increase my capacity. Okay, but I couldn't actually just do it because Nike will control me, and I have a lot of constraint, I have a lot of headache as well. But when he told me about New Skin, he told me that this is like a franchise model without headache. A simple model whereby can actually started to transform yourself and then actually tell people how to transform. And pretty much more like a franchise system. So today, we are talking, what is the thing that actually stuck me is that he told me that, you know, if you can actually operate the system in a very systematic way, it's like, for example, you look for 5 people, like we see Athena and we see the testimony so well, right? Okay, then if they transform 5 people, and the 5 people also teach people how to transform 5 people, and if you're cascading down this, you know, the company pays 6 generations. Okay, and this will be a good big number, 20,000 people. You know, but 20,000 people every generation, you'll be actually be compensated for 5%. Okay, so to me that time was also a amazing number because Nike, our net profit is less than 5%. You know, our factory net profit is less than 5%. It's pretty much about 3 to 4. You know, so when I look at it, it's like, oh my God, this is pay more than Nike.